Greetings everyone and welcome back to Rimworld Alpha 17 and of course to the town of Stygian Sanctuary. Now, in the last episode, everyone got treated but Dark Aavak. Now, the reason why I didn't want to treat him is because these are fairly light wounds. However, I assumed that they were all wounds on bionics. I do not believe they can get infections. Head can. Head and torso definitely can, I think, because they're bruises. So, with that in mind, I'm going to draft Dark Aavak. He can go off and treat himself. Okay, we need some more clones. We're going to get there. Don't worry. We are on the way to doing that. Now, there's a couple of other things that I need to do as well. One is to fix a mistake that I made down here. We do not want chunks there. We want blocks. And furthermore, we're going to want some blocks over here as well. These ones can be lime blocks, limestone blocks. There we go. Next up, although this is going to be a little ways down the road, let's get a couple of sculptures. Always have at least 2 small sculptures, and I want them made out of slate blocks only. Also, I would like them drawn only from a radius of 10. Now, I believe that's going to be big enough. Yes, perfect. It'll pull from down there. And ornate square plant pots. Always have at least 2 of these. Let's go ahead and set that up. And these are going to be limestone plant pots. I wanted to say plant box because it was square, and my brain was like, no, don't say it. But there we go. So that should all be fine. Perfect. I really like that. Okay. Next up, we really need to get this sorted, and I think that's going to come down to getting someone to do mining as a priority. Yeah, you know what, Dark Aavak, when we got things to mine, I would like you to do it as a priority. Also, you're no longer growing as a priority. Although you're one of the more skilled growers, I'd rather you focus on mining for now. Let's get all of this done. Yeah, we'll get a little bit more components. I think we've already marked some up there to be dug out as well. And of course, all of this area down here. Right, finally, we need to ensure that these things are holding as a priority. There we go. That's going to be good. Then we can finally get to cutting those up. Okay, so let's let a little bit of time pass, and we'll see where things sit once all of this work has been done. Okay, Dark Aavak is getting to some work. This is fantastic. Soon we'll have enough steel to finish the cook stove, which is going to be brilliant. In fact, we might even have enough as is. Yeah, we almost certainly do. So, how about you, Dark Aavak, just grab as much as you can, hold it up there, and then we will get this thing finished. Oh, never mind. There's something else. No, okay, it's not being done. Very well. There we go. Perfect. Right, now we can finally set up some builds, because wow, do we need it. Also, Kalissa, I think there's a bit of an upgrade just waiting there for you. There we are. Right, let's have a look at this kind of builds that we're going to set up here. First and foremost, I would like to start off with having at least 2 simple meals per colonist that we have. So let me bring that back down again. I always forget that it changes it to default 0 out of 10. And these can be made of literally... Oh, actually, let me... that was right the first time. We don't want human meat in here. Where are you, human meat? There we go. Nor do we want insect meat. There we are. Insect jelly, I think, is okay. Jelly stored and used as food by oversized insect. It is smooth, rich, and brings joy to those who consume it. Because of its unique biological properties, it can nourish almost any creature and never rots. Ooh, that might be good. We might want to feed that to some of our creatures. But right now, we're saying, yes, everything but human meat in these meals. We're not using hysteresis. If there's less than 6 simple meals, then more need to be made immediately. Next after that, we have no one who can currently cook these meals. That is a bit of a shame, but I would like you to do until you have, let's say, 5, no, we'll say 10 lavish meals. However, these ones are going to be made with only human meat. So there we go, human meat alone. Any vegetables, and no animal products. Just human meat and vegetables, because you have to have a meat and veg combo to make this kind of meal. We'll unpause it when there's 2 or less. Now, as you can probably already tell, this is purely for Dark Aavak. Now, normally I wouldn't make lavish meals for anyone because although it is a little bit more nourishing, so they go a little bit longer before they need their next meal, and they do get a bit more of a mood boost from it, the mood boost and the nourishment increase over fine meals is not enough for me personally. I feel that the increased resources needed to make these doesn't justify the benefit. But for a cannibal, specifically a cannibal, the additional bonus of having a lavish meal and a cannibal meal, it really does actually start to stack, and it makes it a little bit more useful because we don't really care about that meat anyway. We can just haul all of that into these really lavish meals and just give our cannibal colonists a nice time because, you know, we don't want massive amounts of human meat just clogging up the area when there's only 1 or 2 people who can use it anyway. The others, though, will get fine meals, and at this point, I'm going to say that we want that to be, let's say 4 times as many, enough for 4 meals per person, and they should start doing this when there's less than 2 meals per person. Actually, no, when there's less than 1 meal per person, they should make more. This one, yeah, sure, use all of that for this. That's perfectly fine. The only thing you're not allowed is human meat. And finally, this is going to tide us through the winter kind of stockpile of food. Again, doesn't matter what it's made of. Actually, no. Let's say no animal products for this. Only vegetables. No meat whatsoever. This is just to tide us through long periods of time. So we're going to want, let's go all the way up to 60, yeah. So that's about 20 meals per colonist. Pause when we've got less than 10 meals. Resume when we've got less than 10 meals per colonist. Yeah, sure, okay, that seems like a reasonable setup. Now, in terms of our work queue, sure, well, the work should be done. There's plenty of people who'll have time to work on it. There we are, straight away, fantastic. You're making the basic simple meals straight away, which is very good to see. Actually, perhaps what I should do. No, I'm gonna leave. There should always be some simple meals, I think, just in case. Just in case. Go ahead, use whatever is available to make that. Now then, while you're all working on that, I want somewhere to put our dead man's apparel. We're gonna just make a dumping zone all the way over here, and this dumping zone is gonna be specifically for dead man's apparel. So we're gonna go down there and allow dead man's apparel, but do not allow non-dead man's apparel, basically. So there we go. I've got a mod that gives us that ability to expressly allow dead man's apparel in the stockpile. And at this point, we're just going to take that away from in here. So there we are. Now dead man's apparel cannot be stored in this area. There we go. We're finally starting to stockpile food. That is really good. Could you go and grab this for me and actually just haul it? Thank you. That is wonderful. Okay, so people should start to be a little bit happier now. Ooh, broke down cooler. Let's not let that, let all of the heat in there through the night. Let's get that fixed straight away. And the clips. Really? Well, that is a little bit annoying. On that note, though, I'm thinking maybe it would be a good idea to have an extra 2 batteries. Sure, let's have an extra 2. They can be built later on, though. It's not a rush right now. We do need this work to be done. We're very close now to getting the cotton plants ready. So, I mean, at this point, we could force them to harvest them if we wanted to. Okay. With that in mind, then, let's go. Oh, what just happened there? Ah, of course. They built this so they broke the connection. That's a bit of a pain. But never mind. It'll be back on in a moment, Dark Aavak. Or you could fail. That is also an option. Not a very good option. I'd prefer you not to do it, frankly, but it is something you can do. I will allow it for now. But let's have a look at. In fact, let's slow down time rather than pause it. We want a tailoring area up top here. So let's go ahead and set that up. So slate blocks for now. Again, I'm going to say that this is a temporary one. I would like to start building the permanent buildings, but for now we're just going to make a quick temporary one. Let's go for more floors. In here we'll drop down a fairly simple little pattern. Nothing too fancy, considering this isn't going to be the final resting place of our tailor workshop. But that should be good enough in there, and then we can have an electric tailoring bench there. Start hauling over. Well, actually, if we made it a little bit larger, we could have stored the leather in there as well. That was a bit of a mistake. Given that, okay, I'm going to break that one down. We're going to have this expanded out just a little bit more. So we want slate blocks going over to about here. We'll do okay, and then up and around. It does mean I'm going to need to mine that away as well, though. But there we are. That'll give us a nice little area there. We will place down regular slab there, and then you know what? I'd actually like a light wood storeroom in there. Not sure why, but I would. Okay, so we've got a little bit of time to pass, so I'm getting a little bit concerned that we have not yet built up any kind of bunker around here. Also, I'm worried about these elk, frankly. There's enough of them there that they may go for revenge if we try to take them out. But they could easily damage our crops. In fact, this bloody rabbit has probably damaged my crops. You scallywag! Go forth! Slay the rabbit. There we go. Thank you. Tattered apparel, apparently. Katie and Calissa Fox. Well, hopefully we can sort that out. Don't worry, you've only wasted a little bit. We are getting some fine meals now, though, so people should actually be getting pretty happy with this. And we're now making the remainder of the simple meals for the time being. Okay, well, that's cool. We'll keep the meat for emergencies. Yoko, of course, needs a lot of meat. We do need like a reserve of meat just for Yoko. In fact, I could limit this and then make sure there's another meat stockpile somewhere. That might be worth doing, actually. For the time being, though, it's probably going to take them a little while to get all of that sorted out. I don't mind if these eventually break down. It saves me the trouble of having to do... Oh, I know they're there! Okay, well, let's have a quick look at these guys. They are wild. Wildness is 75. Natural, more difficult to tame, train, and handle. What about you? I'm going to say you're the one that I want to take out. I want to kill the buck first. I'm not sure if the buck is more aggressive or not when protecting its herd, but I'm going to assume it is. And so we're going to try and eliminate that one first. So Dark Aavak. No, I want them to sleep first. There we go. They're going to sleep. Yeah, that's right. Perfect. Okay. Dark Aavak, you're now drafted. Calissa, you are also drafted. Can I go and grab... Actually, let's pop you there. Dark Aavak, for once, I'm going to have you use the... No, I think... yeah, we're going to have you just attack it regular, like. Pull back a little bit. If Calissa gets in trouble, then you can respond. Yoko, would you be better if you'd be back here? Calissa can spread out a little bit there. Okay, go. Oh my goodness. You are so bad at this job. Okay, it's wounded. How badly, though? Not enough, in my opinion. Okay, there we go. Do not shoot over Yoko. Oh, my lord. Okay, it's fleeing. That's the main... That buck is going to die. It'll be dead in a day. Okay. Well, I'm going to set these ones to be hunted. It's unfortunate, but I'm just really, really quite concerned that it is going to become aggressive towards the colony. And if a whole group like this attacking us at once would be death for us. I need... no, I haven't got it in me to leave it just limping around, just bleeding out. Although that is the more efficient way of doing it. It's not going to be the way we're going to do it. Even if this ends up with elk revenge. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Where's the other one that was wounded? Up there. Okay, Dark Aavak. We'll stick together for this. The rest of them can be slain later on. Attacking them at night is generally the better idea, because they will usually just want to flee from danger rather than become aggressive towards those who inflicted harm. They're basically going for surprise attacks. Okay, yeah, stop shooting that far away. Wow, you still hit them though? Well done. We are... This is kind of brutal. Okay, good. The ones that are asleep have not woken up yet, which is the other benefit to this. You are going to go down. Kalissa, pull back. Don't wake those ones up, though. Pull back. Dark Aavak, pull back as well. Move. Move quickly. I will release Yoko in a moment. Kalissa, those ones down there haven't woken up. Dark Aavak, you can take this one on with Yoko. Ooh, my lord. Don't do that. No, no, no. Actually, Kalissa, is this one manhunting? No, it's wandering. Good. Dark Aavak, go for this one. Yoko's already got that one. Go for it quickly. There we go. Perfect. Kalissa, you can take this one out. We're going to end up with so much meat, but I really didn't want to kill this old herd right now. Really not something I wanted. Dark Aavak, don't let Yoko get hurt. She's got... Ooh, ouch. Get in there right now. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Kill it with whatever you have to do. Yoko, you okay? Ooh, Yoko. Well, you're not bleeding that much, but you are hurt. Okay, well, who's woken up? Kalissa can probably take out most of these guys. Okay, Dark Aavak. Move in. Attack Kalissa. You can melee attack. There we go. Well done. We're going to need a lot more room in here. Honestly, at this point, I'm going to say... We really desperately need more room. I'm going to say we're going to have to move the wood out straight away. This is a temporary measure. We can move the wood somewhere else later. No more wood in there. There we go. Dark Aavak can deal with you. No. I'd rather you go for them. Actually, is that one harmed at all? No. Okay, so don't. This one is. That one is dead. Any of the ones that aren't wounded, we're going to leave. That one's already downed. Are you okay? You're fine. Okay, so Kalissa, if you... Actually, Kalissa, you're no longer needed. Dark Aavak can deal with the rest. Right, okay, let's make sure these are all put out of their misery. Go ahead, just kill them off if you can. Hopefully before the rest of them wake up. Sorry about this. This is kind of brutal, actually. 594% of its blood is being lost every day. Dark Aavak, why are you torturing it? I told you to do it so they would be out of its misery, not so you can inflict more. Oh, this is hard to watch. Dark Aavak, you scallywag. Right, get and bloody treat Yoko. You just don't expect this kind of thing from Dark Aavak. He's usually kind to animals. Okay, all that remains now then is to clean up all the dead elks and move all the stuff that needs to be moved to its correct location. So hopefully we can get all of this done as a high priority, because we really don't want these creatures just, you know, rotting out there. That would make me feel wretched. Don't need to butcher them. In fact, we probably shouldn't, because elks likely give more meat than will be in one stack. Meat amount. Yeah, a lot more. That's more than will be in 2 stacks. It'll be 3 stacks per elk, which we really don't want to have to deal with. I'd like all of those cancelled, please. Let's not haul those. We don't need to. And all of these as well. Don't haul all of those. Just haul the elks if you could, please. There we go. And also haul all the wood out of the way so there's room to haul the elks. There we are. How's Yoko doing at this point? She's doing okay. She'll be fine. It'll take a little while, but she'll be perfectly fine. There we are. Bringing all of the corpses. Waste not, want not. Now, we... None of them are pregnant, unfortunately, so we've effectively wiped out that herd. Alas. You know, it is what it is. We are bad people. That super needs to be repaired, though. I'm a little bit concerned that no one's doing that. It'll probably be under construction. Construction and repair will be the same priority, I should imagine. There we go. Well done. There we are. Let's get all of this sorted out if we could, please. Dark Aavak is having a bit of a snooze. I guess you need it. Yeah, actually, Dark Aavak really does need it. How's Kalissa doing? Kalissa's doing okay. Her joy needs to go up a little bit, though. A chunk of spacecraft has fallen from space and landed near... Wow, that's a big chunk. Oh, never mind. We've got caribou over there. Oh, that's pretty cool. We're probably fine for the amount of animals that we've got around. You're still going to eat my stuff. Don't make me kill more of you. Frustrating, to say the least. Actually, let's not keep doing that, shall we? Let's deal with what we've got first. This room has been finished, though, which is a good thing. Let's make sure that the flooring is done correctly. So we want a paved tile right about there. Then we want an electric tailoring bench, I would say. And sure, use wood for it. There's no reason not to. There we are. We'll get a little bench next to it. We'll also get a torch down in the corner just to keep this room nice and warm. We'll do the same in this room as well. There we are. We're going to need a lot more bricks though, unfortunately. So I'm probably going to have to force Dark Aavak to get on that work in a moment. Is there everything else? Okay. Crap. No, we need to kill these things. Come on then. Let's go. Because they are eating my stuff. And we've had enough of it. Kill it. I really had hoped that they would just leave, but alas no. Please, Dark Aavak, why? You managed to down them so quickly and then you just take an age to murder them? Well, not murder them, an age to finish them off, more to the point, but my lord. If nothing else, it's just a lack of efficiency. You just need to take the head off, that's all you need to do. Okay, this place is actually full now, which is terrible. Okay, well, what we can do at this point, since we have got this area set up, let's go ahead, set up the stockpile. The only thing we want over here is no rotten. We want, no, nothing from there. We do want textiles, leathers, well, pretty much any textile. Is cloth in that? Yes, good. Okay, and then down here, no more textiles. So let's remove textile from this. Apparel can still go there for now. There we go, textiles are gone. In fact, we could perhaps move apparel up there. That would make sense, in fact. So, sure, we'll have apparel, but we will not allow dead mans in there. And likewise here, we will no longer allow apparel of any kind. There we go. That'll actually work. Marvellous. Dark Aavak will get a little bit more bricks made. Fantastic. Now, I'm going to have to set up a bunch of bills there as well, but we'll at least get the room set up first. Before we start worrying about getting the clothing made, I think it would be more important to get a barracks made. Oh, sorry, a bunker. I keep saying barracks and I mean bunker. There we go. That'll do. Perfect. Right, we're not actually doing too terribly badly in terms of power. It's not great, but on the whole, I'm not too dissatisfied with the way it's gone. But we probably could do with a second one. Well, actually, let's see. How much is it increasing? It's increasing incredibly slowly. So let's go for a second then. There we go. That'll help out a little bit there. Right. Okay, so we've got plenty of food just stored up in there at the moment. And some more power coming in. That should be charging very nicely. Okay, that's wonderful. All 4 of those batteries will be getting charged well now. Okay, so time for us to consider our bunker. Now, of course, the central structure is going to be made of... let's make it 3 wide on each side. Shouldn't really need it to go down on that side, though. But I want it a little bit further up so they can shoot down in that direction. So 3 on that side as well. There we go. This will be our central area that our own forces can occupy. It's a little bit larger than we need, though. Realistically speaking, I'm going to be firing in that direction and this direction mostly. So I guess the central one doesn't need to be that big. Something like this will do. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. So that's where we're going to have equipment and the likes. We could even fit in some equipment racks right now if we really wanted to. We don't just yet. What we need are places to fire out from. So something along these lines, I would say. On either side, 2 out. And the same down there. Then we can have sandbags in the middle. And on this side, probably the same. We don't really want anything down on this side. In fact, we could just draw out a wall down there. And that might be worth doing, just to prevent us needing to completely fortify this area. We could even have some stockpiles in here, actually. That would not be a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Ultimately, I could, for example, replace one of these areas like that with the gun complex. It's got quite a nice range in both directions, but we'll see how this goes as just a basic bunker for now. Sure, we'll use wooden doors for the time being. There's no reason not to. Okay, another chunk of spacecraft. Lots of chunks of spacecraft. Wow, okay. Well, we're going to carry on for a little bit. I will bring you back when I've set up some builds for making furniture, making clothing, and also hopefully get this area. Can't grow bad seasonal temperature. Oh, we're out of the growing period. Well, drat. Okay. We might need to see that. What time is it? April, May. Not ideal temperature, not growing. Yeah, it's way too cold at this point. These things are going to just die. Well, that's annoying. What's the temperature indoors? The temperature indoors are really not high enough, except for in here where it is. Okay, well, we're going to have to adjust that then. Looks like we are going to have to start putting down some heaters. Bit of a shame. I'd hoped to get away without having to do that, but okay. So we'll pop down a heater in... Definitely one in that room. We could have one in here. We could even have one over there. I mean, it's a lot of heaters that we're building right now, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. It's what we need to do. Okay, there we go. Dark Aavak has now got his own heater. So while this room is a little bit dark at the moment, because it's only got one light, it's at least not going to be too cold. Potato plant has died because of the cold. Yeah, okay. We really should have made a point of harvesting everything as soon as we could. Emergency on this one. Let's get out there. Let's do the plant cutting right now if we could. Actually, they're probably just going to go back to sleep thinking about it, which is kind of annoying. But it is very, very cold out there now. At this point, it would make sense to build a programmable vent because it's colder outside than it is inside. So we could use that cold air to cut down the power that we're using here. But as you notice, for the workshops, I've just added more torches just to keep them warmer. I feel that is a better option than building all of the heaters because it's just going to take us way too much effort to get all of that sorted. Over here, I'm going to say we actually want all of this to be roofed. So let's get some roofs going. We're probably going to want all of this paved as well to some degree. On the outside, I'm going to say we want concrete just going around the perimeter like so. And at the end of the day, this is just a bunker. It doesn't need to be super pretty or anything. That being said, I am putting some effort into making it pretty. So another chunk of spacecraft. Wow, really? Well, at the very least, we're going to be okay with the amount of components that we're going to end up with. That's going to be a bit of a reassurance. Right, okay. So we're waiting at the moment on slate blocks more than anything else, I would say. That's the thing that we need right now in order to get this bunker area finished. We also don't have many people who have guns, so it's not going to be perfect for a little while. I think, though, setting up stockpiles in here would be a good idea. So let's go ahead and build up the all-purpose shelves. These can now hold anything, by the way. They're no longer strictly for equipment, but I would prefer weapons. Weapons to be stored down here for the time being. There we go. We can also then quickly... let me actually just copy the settings from here instead. Copy and paste. That way we can very quickly rearm ourselves depending on what we require for the situation. If we have all of the guns down there, then that would be a great thing. Make sure weapons aren't stored up here. There we go. And we'll also prioritize it being moved. So let's go for there. There we are. Hopefully they'll get hauled out pretty soon. Overall, I'm fairly happy with the progress we've made, though. I'm especially happy with having this on the build. Although it's still not going to be very effective because there's so much cover that someone can use outside. It will be a big help, though, having a heavily defensible area there. We could even top up the lethality of this area by having deadfall traps all around the outside, so that as people approach, if they're charging the bunker, they've got to get over the deadfall traps. In fact, I think that might be a very good idea. Something I will definitely look into. But it looks like we've got a little bit more time to pass, so I'm going to drop a cut here, and I'll bring you back when there's something to report. Okay, well, it looks like the ground is getting dusting of snow at the moment. Yoko is fully healed. Good. We have to deal with a muffalo that is eating... Well, we didn't actually have to deal with it. I suppose it's realistically nothing's going to come of these crops anymore. But it was the principle of the thing. Frankly, a refugee chased at Stygian Sanctuary. A Glitterworld empath named Zen Kasin Song calls you from nearby. She's being chased by pirates from the Triumph Army. She begs for safety and offers to join your colony. Biologically, she is 46 years old. Be warned, if you accept, you'll have to fight off the pirates. Well, don't have anywhere for you to sleep just yet. However, you've caught us in a good mood. You're a little older than we would normally like, because I think around 50 is where the danger zone is for mental issues starting to show up on their birthdays. But okay, yes, offer safety. Let's have a quick look. What have we accepted? A prostophile hard worker. Yes! We have won! This moment of generosity has been rewarded. Also, 10 medicine. Oh, fantastic. 9 in social and a passion. Oh, these are good things. These are very good things. Medical assistant, Glitterworld empath. Okay, well, I think we're going to be wrapping things up there. And in the next episode, we're going to find out just how badly the Triumph Army wanted to catch Cassin. In the meantime, however, and as usual, do let me know down in the comments below if you're interested in claiming Cassin's name for your own. I will be posting a comment. Just look for that. It'll be pinned, so it should be at the top. And just reply to that with the name that you'd like used, and we will pop them into a hat. And chaotically, we'll pick one at random. But as ever, do remember to leave a like if you liked, sub if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.